Alright, welcome back everyone to the Outer World. So last time we started our investigation here on Eridanos, solving the murders and whatnot. Well, murder, but now there's more murders. We ended the stream with reporting our findings to, what is it, Minister Ludovico, and yeah. So, now we're going to go talk to the coroner about coroner stuff. See what she's learned. Hello, Dr. Goodnight, you Bond villain.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it, Dr.
Ruth
Goodnight.
Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was obviously trying to poison Helen. You sure it wasn't just the hotel food? Let's just go with, you sure it wasn't just the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
You did a... That's my reaction. You know something? We're going with that. Because that's the most genuine one. You did a what now?
I did science. My profession.
Well, someone was obviously trying to poison Helen.
Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion.
I should go speak with Spencer
Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
I'll be back. Actually, I used the wrong accent for that one. I'll be back. Oh, let us see what is on your terminal. Autopsy report, Bellamy Camel Ruth. Name, Bellamy Ruth. Cause of death, plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. An autopsy report on Ruth Bellamy, formerly Halcyon Helen. Could this be the apex of my profession? Actually, we should do more of a Dr. Goodnight. Bellamy's corpse shows no evidence of several possible causes of death. Shows evidence of several possible causes of death, but I've determined the killing blow was plasma damage to her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. Death was instantaneous and painless. Frankly, her death may come as a relief. She was unwell prior to the attack. High concentration of poisonous compounds in her stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Not lethal, but uncomfortable in the extreme. Spencer Woolrich complained of similar stomach ailments. Is this a problem to professional actors? Patient logs. Let's just invade doctor-patient confidentiality, shall we? Another day, another case that bores me to drink. The ill-fated Byzantine of the hour thought it prudent to gorge himself on enough purpleberry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs rather than elevator and fell down 6 flights. Automechanical servants broke his fall. How is that breaking a fall to fall on a robot? He broke their servo mechanisms and will be billed accordingly. Fractures in left clavicle, right femur, parietal bone, and ribs. More injuries than brain cells. I recommend replacing purpleberry wine with Rhythm Spectrum Violet in order to appease Rizzo's company policy. Han Nina. Extreme excitability. Finally, something a little difficult. Oh, okay. Different from the norm. Miss Han came in earlier today, escorted by her sister. Apparently, not long after arriving on Eridanos, the two of them went on a trip through the Purpleberry Orchards. Miss Han's sister visited the puzzle hedges, but quickly became lost. When she eventually made her way out, Miss Han was nowhere to be found. The sister claims that Miss Han returned to their hotel room several hours later, but has been unusual ever since. Her sister described the patient as formerly sullen, morose, phlegmatic, and given to melancholia. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm toward everything. I suggest vast quantities of cheap alcohol. Oh. That's great. Okay, let's go talk to Spencer, that pompous busybody. Busybody? No, not the right word. The pompous,
Aha!
washed-up
Always
actor.
So nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Do 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 do. Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Eater. Blah 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 blah. Oh geez. So, anyways, today took me a little longer to get my stream started than usual. My computer did something stupid, and for whatever reason, between the last time I turned it on, from when I turned it off yesterday and turned it on today, it decided, hey, let me mute the headphones, and I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on, because occasionally, if it goes into sleep mode, it'll mute them, causing me to restart, but it's not like a hard mute. Oh, examine. I don't want to read that right now. Anyways, I'll go on more about this.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig, aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef who'd want to harm you? Why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains? According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned. Let's see, can you think of anyone other than the chef who'd want to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
So everybody would want to hurt you, okay? I mean, my god, I know I want to hurt him. He has such a punchable face. Why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Helen wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
That's all I wanted to know.
Very well, then.
What? Got a few more questions to ask you about that
Oh,
poisoning.
must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further.
Really? No. Okay, that's all I
Very
wanted
well,
to know.
then.
Well, let's go. Farewell, Spencer Woolrich. Let's go find this magical chef.
Aha! Always
Yes. To the lobby, please.
to the lobby we go.
So anyways, as I was saying, my computer tends to do this thing where it'll, if it goes into sleep mode, it'll mute my headphones. So that's what I thought it was doing. But so it took me a while to figure out that this was actually a hard mute. Because then I even went through a full diagnostic process, and it's like, oh, it seems your headphones were muted. I have unmuted them. Did it fix the problem? No sound played. I'm like, no, that did not fix the problem. And then it turned out that was the problem, and the diagnostic didn't do anything, and I'm like... Technology. Oh, look, this door is open. Huzzah. Hello.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? Show me. Show me, darn you. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There we go.
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
This seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this? Is this no turn the stove on? Well, I know what we're doing.
Stop!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Damn. This seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this?
Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Oh, I love the sass that the amplifier gives. Alright. Answer some questions for me.
Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Why are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime that just occurred? Aw, no smoke sprat? What about purple berry glazed canid flank steaks? I'm here to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder. I'd like to ask you a few questions. No, we're gonna go with this one.
Weren't you listening? We're reserved solid for the next month. I'm sorry, but you'll really need to order in advance.
I understand. Just get me some woolly cheese curds with fried nanners and I'll stop asking.
Is this some kind of a joke? We're not able to take on new orders at this time. I told you.
Really? Not even braised sissy ribs on a bed? How far can I make this go? Really? Not even braised sissy ribs on a bed of mock apple leaves?
No, we don't. Why are you doing this? Please stop.
Got any ketchup?
Here, just take it. Just take it and don't ask me for anything ever again.
Oh my god. Why are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime? Just occurred.
Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all of Eridanos by fretting over irrelevant happenings.
I think you should fret. With this lockdown, you can't get any fresh ingredients. Since when is a murder irrelevant? It happened 15 feet away from your kitchen.
Well, it didn't happen in my kitchen.
Good
Who
point.
exactly are you anyhow? What is it you want?
I want ketchup. Oh my god, that was so funny. Frankly, I don't know why I'm here. Everyone keeps telling me I'm an inspector.
Oh, you're the inspector they told me would be coming by. Now I feel like a buffoon. Yes, you can ask me what you like. Though, I don't know how much help a chef can be.
Let's see. Did you prepare all of Helen's meals? You seem pretty wed to your craft. Were you in the kitchen at the time of the murder? You said you were the hotel chef. What's that like? Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Helen's last meal was poisoned. You're sure no one else was involved? Surprised you would admit that so openly. And let's go. Helen's last meal was poisoned.
Oh my lord, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alvi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything that you're saying? Why were you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended? Any idea where I might be able to find Bellhop Owens? What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen? Let's go with Alvi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Alright, and why were you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
Let's see. I know what you did to all those teacup canids. Talk if you want to keep it between us. Unless you want me to give you something to worry about, you should come clean. Let's go with blackmail. I know what you did to all those teacup canids. Talk if you want to keep it between us.
It was just some light smuggling. Light. Is that really so wrong? All right, maybe it is. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Any idea where I might be able to find Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
That's all I wanted to ask about. Guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Alright, so what are our options? Where do we want to go? Speak with Bellhop Owens. Retrieve the kitchen security footage. Okay. And I guess we can track down Owens. We have to go to the we have to go to the reserve anyways, because if I remember correctly, that's where the profit of profitability is. Inspector Murder. That's us. The murderiest murder inspector of all of Murderville. That right there was some good H2O. Oh, jeez, come on. Please, loading screen, load a little faster, will ya? There we go. Bellhop Owens. This way we go.
Please, just leave me be!
You know that Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss.
Thank you, Sam. You're a national treasure. Well, can't open that. Down we go. Down, 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 down this bridge to the reserve. Well, hello there.
Caution! Infestation encroaching! Congratulations, customer! Your SAM unit is
A list of
performing
guest
at
special
peak
requests, some
capacity.
drinks, some food items, and tellingly, a recently fulfilled request for fresh terror bioclam from one special Spencer Woolrich. Interesting. But what might be more interesting?
Resuming passive mode.
Ah, hello, howdy.
I can give you all
People are so freaky. The hosts are nuts, man. Oh. Let's get rid of you. Get back here. Wow, my earphones. No, 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 no. You're not allowed to live.
Classification. Flawlessly finished.
What is this? Is anything? Well, we have the key to a safe now, so that's cool. You know, while we're here, let's see if we can continue across to, go find the prophet. Wait, did I just see Mega Canid? Alright, yeah, so this is open. So let's go to Journal, the Productivity Queen. She's all the way up there. Hi, howdy, hello.
Cycle complete.
Jeez. Permanently crippled. God. No thank you. Jeez. Being permanently crippled is not worth the one skill point. Oh, you got flattened, didn't you, guy? Jeez. Oh, cool.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
You got flattened, didn't he? Was that... Let me check again. Is that him? Silvio Tran. Check and see if that's any good. Alright. Oh my goodness. Up, up, up and away!
Warning. Rock stuck in tread. Warning. Twig stuck in tread. Warning. Mangled sprat entrail stuck in tread.
Oh god.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
Oh, hey there, stranger.
Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Wait. I think I know the rest of this one. Then you better go catch it!
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to use that at my next mechanics meeting. But I take by your tone that you ain't seen anything matching my machine's description. Oh, that's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
So instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals. Doesn't seem very fulfilling.
Oh, I ain't no hunter. At least not in the traditional sense. Wrenches always suited me better than firearms. A mechanical under my care up and wandered off, that's all. I gotta get her back before anyone notices that either of us are missing. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
SAM units excel at finding dirt in hidden places.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
I'll keep my eye out for suspicious mechanicals.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Oh. That's something we'll take care of later. To the profit of profitability.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Huh. Why am I not hearing my sound alerts? Hold on. Properties. It's weird. Cancel. All right. Huh. Huh. Where'd that sound alerts aren't playing? Hold on.
A few moments later.
Jeez, this whole thing that happened with my headphones earlier really screwed things up, didn't it?
The hunters wait patiently. No prey arrives. The hunters leave hungry.
Darn it. I'm not, like, tech inclined, so when something like this happens, it's very difficult for me. Okay, sound alerts. Should all be set to the filters? No, I accidentally. Ugh.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Shows
no!
that it's playing, but I can't hear it.
No!
Huh. Jeez. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, this will have to be something I work out afterwards. That's a shame. I have no clue what caused all of my settings to just go wonky like this. It's really annoying. Oh, look. Okay.
Entering quiet mode. Lean, mean, and ready to kill you.
There we go.
Damn, but we're good.
Taking out a mega canid that quick. That feels good.
Candy Canyon? Is that because we taste like lollipops to raptidons?
Oh. Hello, Raptidon Stalker.
Here we go.
Woo! I haven't done any of these lately. Oh, Nyoka, take him down. Let's see. You just have Raptidon. Alright. Anyways. To the profit of profitability. Woo! Alright. Well, while this loads, let me try troubleshooting.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
Well, they play through the.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Anyways, it's playing through the thing on.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where's said discrepancy? Where's the discrepancy? Over here? There we go.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Let's see. Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke. Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used? Can you analyze the chemical in these herbs are treated with? No, we're going to taste the herbs. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like T.P.B.A.C, with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of saltuna, though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome: Decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Alright, make a note of it and let's move on. Hello, Prophet.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was the inspector? Most of the time I don't even know. Nice little encampment you got here. Where do you indoctrinate people? I'm looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Inspector who? I'm on vacation. No matter what anyone says I'm doing here. Let's see. How did you know I was Inspector who?
Well, there's nothing quite as relaxing as a productivity seminar. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Humors? I don't like it when people laugh at me.
Worry not. With my seminars, even someone of your immensely low intellect can succeed. As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Something about all this seems fishy. What kind of repercussions? Let's go, what kind of repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, brother. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
You know, I have been feeling like my potential's hampered lately. What do you offer? Sorry, Prophet. I don't think I can spare the time. I've got a murder to look into. If I wanted someone peddling sprat oil, I'd buy a spratwurst. Don't waste my time. If I wanted someone peddling sprat oil, I'd buy a spratwurst. Don't waste my time.
Sprat oil? That is. We understand your decision and respect it. But those humors will cling to you. You'll find success with my seminars, or a quarter of your money back. Regardless, I do understand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm gonna ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of Helen's murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Let's talk about something else.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
You've got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
That's all for now. Let's investigate her alibi. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
For a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Look, I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Bi-hourly self-flagellation? The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, am I correct?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrich?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, the...
Blah, blah, blah. Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Alright. Now, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the prophet. Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Your shirt was a body.
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier? Didn't think it was important at all?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. View messages. From Bellamy Ruth. Prophet, I've talked with my agents and they told me what I said about your seminars. Ari, not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guessing that's the price of stardom, everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping if you've got space that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today, as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Ruth Bellamy. Whitaker Lee. Hey, Prophet. Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun. And for law's sake, make sure you keep them.
Please, no!
Make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send someone into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart, Whitaker. From your devoted attendees. Prophet. The other attendees are tripling profits through transcendentalism. I have reconvened and we're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profits since we attended your seminars together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping, and other costs involved, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Alright. So... let us go investigate further. Yeah, looks like, whatchamacallits, my alerts still aren't working. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this later. That sucks.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
They're not mine, are they?
Scanning. No. No traces of aether dust, blood, or dimethyl sulfoxide found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
All right.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Over here.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
There's more over here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Wow, wish I could pick that. Could there have been a corpse here? Maybe the wildlife ate it.
Theorizing. Potentially, but unlikely. Less than 0.01% human blood/muscle tissue detected in area. Eridanos wildlife is not known to consume meals neatly. More likely that individual was only unconscious and left of their own accord.
Yes, this complicates things. Okay. So, I guess we're going back to the Prophet. Yes, we are. Hippity hoppity hippity hop. Hippity.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
More footprints.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Oy, 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 oy. Alright. So I'm really interested to see where this goes, because my first run here, I never ended up going this path. So curious on how this goes. Rizzo's Morale Improvement Program. Joy, joy. Don't be you, be better. I have questions for you, lady.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt. You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right? I followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Let's see. The dirt imprint that I found outside suggests a heavier load being dragged, like a body. Yet the herbs I found in here hint at a visitor. What are you hiding? It's tough to get blood out of clothes. Answer me before I show you just how tough. The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone. We're gonna go with the intimidate.
Perhaps it wasn't clothes, after all. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Really? So no messages from her or anything like that?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Let's see, I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
Let's see. For a prophet, you've certainly made some bad decisions. Fess up. There was nothing there, but by its proportions, I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Let's see. Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Mm-hmm. The wilderness? You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
And you're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak.
Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Alcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there. Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away. The only thing you've done is be completely negligent. Let's go. Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away. Now, let's go. Alcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was
I
killed
don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're up the wall. I'm not getting the constable to falsely imprison you. I guess if you want to be arrested, then I can oblige you. You want to go to jail, I don't know. I'm not sure I get paid enough to do my job. I can't figure you out. I'll think about whether or not you should be arrested, whether or not you killed Helen. I think imprisoning you is probably the safest option. Let's see. No, you're up the wall. I'm not getting the constable to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong? You're heartless, Inspector. How will I ever feel safe again? All I have are dozens of devoted followers and 16 feet of concrete to separate me from my enemies.
Alright, so, we don't want to report to Ludovico yet. We're gonna go, Prince of Tossball. Actually, do we have, no. While we're here, let's go Lost Little Milk Deck. Lost little milkmac. Lost and all alone. Do. All this is going on, like loading screens and stuff. I'm still trying to troubleshoot the whole sound alert thing. Alright. Let's go get the lost little milkmac. Oh, hi, hello, Raptidon Colossus. And we're just gonna shoot you in the face. The Raptidon meat. That's what's in our inhaler.
Everyone all right?
lots and lots of meat. Where's the Colossus remains? You're a mauler. Where the hell's the Colossus? I mean, obviously he turned to dust, but where? That's Stalker. Ah. Yes. Nope. Mauler. Where the... Ah. There you are. Onwards. Is that the Mega right there? Yes, it is.
Soured with prejudice.
Oh. Let's see, where's the other one? The other one is right there.
Rams on the block.
Okie dokie. Lost, lost little milkman coming to save you, you little robot. Gonna save the robot. Beep boop, beep bop, beep beep bop. You know, part of me is kind of regretting not arresting the prophet.
Invasive contaminants detected.
But at the same time, I was actually trying to antagonize her to attack us. What is in here? So it's just a tunnel? That's somewhat disappointing. Really, Nyoka? Why are you screaming? Let us hack Betty. There we go.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
We did it. We got Betty to go home. Alright, let's go talk to our handler and get our reward. Do 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 do. Give me the thing.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical as promised. She was trying to milk Canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
You don't want your supervisor learning about your screw-up. I'll need more.
I guess this is what I get for hiring on the first person who'd listen to me out here. This is all I have on me. Now I guess I better go before you ask for more.
I'm a good person. Alright. Let's see. Journal. So, we want to go to Prince of Tossball. Travel to the meeting spot. The meeting spot is there. We can't fast travel there, but the closest place to it we can get to is... Come on! Gosh darn it. The front entrance of the Grand Colonial. Let's see.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
I think I fixed it. I think. Maybe. We'll see. Cool. Alright. This way. To the meeting spot. Oh god, parasite spawn lane. Why does security not do anything about these things? No, please go away. Go away. I just wanted to make you smile. Okay, cool. Spectrum vodka orange. Oh look, more hosts. Sam snatched up. Nyoka, pepper them. We are an efficient team, guys. We'll take the red, orange, break that down. Take the improved tech kit. I am a storm.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something?
I need to ask you some questions regarding your co-worker, Evan O'Connell.
Sure. He in trouble or something?
I think he might be.
Well, shit. What happened? Is he all right?
He didn't show up for work today. When did you see him last? He's missing and you saw him last. Explain yourself, Missy.
Oh, so that's what this is about. I just had a shift with Evan at the Purpleberry Orchards, kind of. We were supposed to haul some crates, but he was drunk when I got there. I took him to room 82 under the hotel so he could sleep it off. Guess he was drunker than I thought if he didn't show for work.
I'd better go check.
I'd appreciate it if you did. I'd like to know he's okay.
Alright. Kind of forgot I got that phonograph thing that told us about what's his face, and that updated the quest. Whee! Alright.
Oh, look here. I could use a new pair of
Jeez. Cool, we found a workbench. Weapon parts, armor parts, bypass shunt, drugs.
I say, this pocket watch has someone's initials inscribed on it.
I say.
Must be an antique.
I say, this has... Hello, goodbye.
Mega messy.
Here I am. Rock me like a tornado. Oh, here we are. Rock me like Nyoka does. Get it? 'Cause she's a storm and hurricanes are kind of storm. It's funnier since I explained it. Dumb. Alright.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Even if he is, no one will think you dressed the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the other side, just in case.
Okay. Oh dear, these Byzantium tourists and their fashion faux pas. Hi, hello. I'm here to enter. Don't argue with me. I'm an inspector.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
We gotta do it. Try to smash bottle against your head. Smack the bottle against the side of your head. It makes a hollow sound. Despite your strength, the bottle doesn't crack.
The structural integrity of this bottle far exceeds the quality of Rizzo's standard glassware. It has likely been made to facilitate use as a bludgeoning instrument. Unlabeled bottles designed to withstand acts of violence likely originate from the Piraeus spaceport, owned and operated by Slug.
Okie dokie. Search the land complex for clues. Okay, so I guess we gotta... Where are we going? Okay, we're going that way. Let's go the front entrance. Ugh. So, time to track down Black Hole Birdie. His black holes of black holeness. Oh, here I am. Rock me like a Nyoka. Hey. Oh, hope we get to commit some more murders soon. That's the fun part of this playthrough. It's when we have to do the attack thing. It's upsetting, but it's fun. Oh, hello. Bye. I just wanted to make you smile. People freak the hell out of me.
Ooh, is that woolly cow shit? Did a woolly cow drown in here?
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
Why are people upset?
Part of the reception for the Spectrum Brown launch was supposed to be out here. Rizzo's rented out the area, said they had their own maintenance person instead of paying one of Slug's. As you can see, their maintenance person ruined the use of the pool for everyone. Would have been even worse if the unveiling hadn't been canceled. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
I think I can help. Found the sun parlor earlier and mixed something for the pool.
Wow,
oh, so that's what I
just
did.
cut out the wage garnisher and hired you. Why don't you add your mix to the pool doohickey over yonder? That's usually what the last guy did.
Huh. Got some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
No. Said that Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning?
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got T.P.B.A.C for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
Pretty heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
Well, that's everything for now.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be on my way. Where's the... Let's do this quickly. The pool where horror dwelt. I'm curious, is this gonna hurt me?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh.
Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Well, I guess... What? Hope Docking Bay. No, we don't want to go to Hope Docking Bay. Wait, really? That was it for the whole pool thing? Oh, okay.
You know, I don't remember the pool.
You fool! In an act of mad genius, I devised a compound to turn the water acidic! Sorry, did you say clean the pool or destroy the pool? I don't remember. Sorry, I think I got the mix wrong. No, I'm gonna go, you fool! In an act of mad genius, I devised a compound to turn the water acidic.
I always knew trusting science was a bad idea. Now I gotta get this handled before someone falls in and sues the Colonial for chemical burns.
You should pay me! That or your boss learned you let the pool be turned into an acid pit.
By the law, how'd I get into this situation? Fine, here's the damn storeroom key. Now I just gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do.
Wow. Okay, cool. We got another side quest.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the P.B.A.C spaceport.
Woo! Up, up, up we go. Oh. That thing with the pool is kind of funny, though. That was fun. You fool! I turned the water acidic! Miracle on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. What? There are no deserters there. They're all dead. Alright. I don't know why that's stuck in my head. It's very, very, very annoying. Load faster, please. Thank you. Would be much appreciated. Listen, game, I'd kindly appreciate it if you'd hurry the hell up and load. Please? Which actually, that just reminded me. Let's just appear all equipped. Wow, I have a lot of weapon parts. Oh, the other buddy. Science weapon. Used to tighten a specific hard-to-see bolt. Happy Dale Farms milking assemblies. This wrench is... This wrench is strongly magnetic. Just stick it near the bolt and the wrench seats itself. Huh. 540, 406. Now, if I were to up this, though... Alright.
Customer, something smells fishy ahead.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
Error. Organization Slug Light not found in registry.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Well, I'd love it when people threatening me. Now I'm acting in self-defense.
Here they come.
Note. Got a job for anyone with a ready gun hand and empty pockets. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure, once you agree to the job, you visit the rearmost biobunk. Put on the uniforms you'll find folded beneath the mattress. After that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know Slug territory is off limits. The reward's 40,000 bits, plus all the enhancing chemicals you could ever want. The Marketeer. Well.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Thank you, Sam. Does this have anything longer than... Whoa! Hello. I'm gonna take that. Oh, well, actually... Hold on, we're right here. So, journal. Birdie in the spaceport. Man who chafed. Retrieve the kitchen security footage.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Let's see. I need to acquire the Grand Colonial Kitchen security footage from your archive.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe. Is that acceptable?
Sure, here.
It's received. Delivering footage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please submit the requisite request forms. Is there any other assistance this unit may provide?
Let's see. Not right now.
Damn it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives.
What killed her?
Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the clavicle. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
I noticed some casings on the ground. Ammunition? No, we gotta go down. Just as I suspected. The case is unsolvable.
This unit has detected a discrepancy in your reasoning. Inspector, a rudimentary analysis of the evidence points to a simple conclusion. Maria Keene was killed head-on by an attacker armed with an exotic weapon. The ammunition resembles a lancing needle. The description of this weapon is consistent with the Needler, Halcyon Helen's signature weapon.
Amplifier, make a note. Find whoever did this. We'll find whoever did this and make them pay.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Well... Let's see. Internment logs. Mills Cassidy. Suspicion is blah 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 blah. Security footage archive. Turn to root. Check diagnostics. Run data recovery. Damn. Oh.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
Oh, hello.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
Alright. Well, let's inform the...
Welcome back. Hopefully, law-abiding. Please speak clear.
Constable Keene is dead.
Understood. This unit requires a moment to process this information. Information processed. Personal designation upgraded to acting constable. Thank you, law-abiding consumer.
Keen was the killer's latest victim. They could strike again.
This unit concurs with your inference. Unapprehended killers are likely to continue killing.
Was it you? Did you kill King?
This unit has been programmed to adhere to board law. This unit is incapable of experiencing murderous or unlawful impulses.
Alright, well, thanks for the talk.
This unit has been programmed to recommend a wine to pair with your grief. Wash away your sorrows with a glass of highly concentrated, partially fermented purple berry wine. Has a body richer than Byzantium's elite, with an earthy aftertaste redolent of mostly oak. Purple berry.
Oh my god. We need to get out. Alright, let's go. Confront Spencer. On. Your investigation into Helen's poisoning has revealed that Spencer is the most likely culprit. Confront him in his suite on the VIP guest floor of the Grand Colonial to find out what he has to say for himself. About what you've learned in your investigation of the Prophet. Prince of Tospol. Find Bertie at the spaceport.
Alarming levels of slime and grime are being stored in these non-regulation containers. Recommended solution? If your registered SAM unit does not wake after entering rest mode in a substandard lodging rental facility, consult Manual 72-HB3.
Hey, could I talk to you for a second?
What do you want?
You're Black Hole Bertie, right?
Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
I'm an inspector, and a damn good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
You mean incognito?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
You know, man, I'm an inspector, and I'm not very bright either.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
Let's see. Why don't you save us the time and trouble and confess?
Are you saying... You really think I had something to do with her death? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Because if you think I'd... Deep breaths, Birdie. In and out. Deep breaths. Helen was the love of my life. She was really someone special. I'd have done anything for her. Anything.
Let's see. So where were you when she was murdered?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Blutered, half-shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle. Starry. 1 bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum. Top heavy. Should I go on?
Are you calling him stupid?
Drunk, Captain.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Probably a good call.
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
So the woolly cow on the VIP floor was your doing?
Oh, wow! That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay?
Do I look like a woolly cow doctor to you?
Oh, I don't like to assume things about folks from how they look. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Well, now, isn't that convenient?
Yeah, it was. Because that's when I saw the weather station, which reminded me that Helen had asked me to get a data pad she'd stashed there for safekeeping.
You're telling me Helen dumped you, then asked you for a favor?
Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, you know, split. I don't know how long it was sitting there before I noticed.
I get it. So you thought doing her a favor would smooth things over.
She needed something done, and I could do it. Simple as that, okay? I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
Sigh wearily.
I wasn't keen on conversing, okay? I was drunk and holding someone else's data pad. And also, maybe I was crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Cute tossball simile, your story's still full of holes. Well, I know you weren't sprinting for the Sunday zone. Where'd you go? Did anyone else see you that night? Think hard. Anyone? Anyone else?
I've been telling you everything I remember. All that's left is the part where I ran from the pilot house straight to my friend's... I mean, to my... fridge-rator.
Come on, man. Who was it? I would have to be dead not to realize that's a lie. Right. I'm gonna need a name. Having a witness only benefits you unless you have something to hide.
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Alright, there's an achievement for doing good cop, bad cop here, and I think this is now when I can... I think we could do it with Sam. Sam might be funny. Let's see. Not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble. You're already in trouble. Do you know who Nyoka is? Bertie, I want to help you, but my partner here isn't so patient. And who boy, when Sam flies off the handle.
Let Sam help you get a handle on murdering germs. Whether through incineration, vaporization, pulverization, or electrostrangulation, Sam kills it all.
Did that automech just call me a germ?
Preparing high-powered acid spray sanitary dispenser for firing.
Let's see. Now, Sam, you hold on. This guy's gonna cooperate, right? The name Birdie, I won't ask again. Coolly wait for Birdie to beg for mercy. Coolly wait for...
Alright. Jeez. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West.
Woo!
Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Your bookie? Murderous confidant? Secret paramour with who you're having a torrid affair?
Confidant is like confidence. What's torrid mean?
I knew that last one was a stretch.
You're a real weird guy. You know that? So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Let's see. Any advice for next time, Nyoka?
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg and crushed caffeinoid, hold your nose and drink it straight. And the next time you drink, avoid the darker stuff.
I'll, have to think about that one, ma'am. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's data pad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
Start threatening witnesses and I'll throw you in jail myself.
I'm not threatening nobody. Gee, try to help someone out. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else.
No, you're free to go. Alright. Then there's this guy who wanted to talk, Dash Whitlaw.
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
A crewmate? Actually, the Unreliable is my ship.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again?
I don't have any idea who you are, and I don't owe you anything. Get off my ass.
Anybody else spoke to me that way, we'd have ourselves a little rumble. But at the moment, I think a hard head is exactly what I need. Let me just assume that you came to possess Hawthorne's ship through more or less legitimate means, and let me assume you're a freelancer. I have a job needs doing.
Better. Let's hear what you have to say.
Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
I'm in. What do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
Sounds good. I'll get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
I will be right back. I gotta run the bathroom. So, be back in one momento. Let's see, what do we do? Journal, Prince of Tossball. Confirm Birdie's alibi. Well, let's go.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
What are you selling?
The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
That sounds medically inaccurate.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bertie Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble. I just want to talk. Me either, and I'm not going to arrest someone if I don't even know if that's allowed.
Can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I know, Bertie. What do you want to know?
Was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
How do you know Bertie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
What for?
He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
Heard you taught Bertie some... no, let's go. What do you mean, tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques?
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
Alright, that's all for now. Alright. Let us swap to... two rogues. Since we're here.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I'm here for the job.
Yeah. Don't think I don't recognize a slug agent when I see one. Shove off.
I'll be back. Do. Whee!
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
That's because she's dead. Having trouble convincing Cassidy I'm working with you. Any advice?
Oh, I forgot to mention it. We got a secret passphrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Tell her that and she should trust you.
I'll be back.
Oh, it's you again.
I don't like boneless spratwurst. Spratwurst is gross and icky.
Well, that was the passphrase, even if you included a few extra words. Hope Dash knows what he's doing, trusting you.
I'm your mark for item retrieval. Tell me what you know and where it's going. Wait, hang on. How do I know you're really Cassidy Mills and not a mole?
Because I'm gonna tell you where our package is, Hullhead. If I were part of an ambush, you'd have already been arrested. We're in the constabulary, for law's sake. You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
If you're not sure where it is, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Well then. Do. Okay. You know, I'm curious about something.
This unit has located the origin of all filth in this area, targeting upper levels of the Harbor Master's building for extreme sanitation.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
Hello, I need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
I have merchandising information for Cedric. Multi-million bit business. The inspector is here to see Cedric. There will be no other outcome. I could put in a good word with Cedric about his incredible, helpful secretary. I don't have patience for this. I'm just going to go upstairs. Inspector is here to see Cedric. There will be no other outcome.
Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. We'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting him. Send him up, please.
Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman and the finest assistant to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume?
Later. First, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did thugs get their hands on slug gear? They're dead, if that's what you mean.
Perhaps you haven't sorted out as much as I'd thought. In short, Slug has not sent anyone to rough you up, Inspector. That would be acting against our own self-interest. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever's behind this wants to pit me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Presumably Ludovico more than anyone, given your work relationship. Gosh, could I possibly be the administrator? How don't you think I am? Let's see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So, your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder. Really? Dumb luck's done a lot for me. I don't know what that means, but it's clearly a fool's errand argument with you. I'm just gonna go with that.
Has it? I wonder, how much of your luck has been luck, and how much are you downplaying as chance? Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I feel like I shouldn't say no to a violent crime lord. I like to commit my own horrific bodily harm. Thanks? Yes, that's what we're going with.
Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before I get started...
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
The constable is dead.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
This was murder, all right.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keen's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
Let's see. I intend to.
Good. I'll hold you to that. We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
Sorry, Constable Keen, she didn't deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
Why does Ludovico hate you so much anyway?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
And now he regrets doing business with you?
An excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
So you tricked him.
Think of it this way. It was a test, and he failed. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
Nurturing a grudge is an ugly thing. You should make peace with him. Did you steal what was rightfully his? I'm sure all the sniping you do at each other's, blah blah blah.
Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Is this the part you cackle and reveal your evil grand plan?
Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil enough? Surely we can at least agree that it's grand. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Which, of course, you are.
I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye.
Alright. Excuse me.
Timeline discrepancy detected. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Where is it transmitting to?
Transmission receiver location unclear. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Speak into the bug. Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you. No, this is more me. Speak it to the...
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Taste the dust. It tastes slightly dusty. Glad I resolved that. But not dusty enough. This listening device was planted recently.
And you can tell that by licking it.
Additional analysis concludes your hypothesis is correct, Inspector.
Shows me what I know about licking things, I suppose.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze the fingerprints further.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Oh, right, obviously.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch. Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? Very well.
Oh, if you didn't kill her, any idea on who would want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
I'm not willing to rule anything out yet.
A smart approach, Inspector. And yet, this murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture.
I'm listening.
Her actions in the time leading up to her death do not align with those of an actor on Eridanos solely to promote Spectrum Brown. Stay sharp, Inspector. Now is not the time to lose focus. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily.
Did you have many dealings with Helen?
A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
That didn't strike you as suspicious?
That she bought in bulk? Not particularly. It takes time to learn to use tools like that deftly. I wonder, did she run out of time in the end?
You know more than you're telling me.
I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
Let's see. You're getting away with less than you think.
Now that is interesting. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes.
That's all.
One moment. What or who made you decide to investigate me?
Was Administrator Ludovico.
Was it now? Thank you for your honesty, Inspector. Thanks very much indeed. Now then, did you need anything else?
Excuse me. Anything else in here? No. Nope, nothing. There we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic this area. This unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Oh, how long has it been on the ground?
Follow your tongue, Captain.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Oh. We will solve this murder via licking things. Let's see if we can get a key card from investigating. Hold on. What did it say? The note. Hold on. We want to do this one. And we want to go inventory. Where's that note? Security footage from the Grand Colonial's kitchen at the time shows the chef working on the dish, then Spencer, Woolrich, and bellhop Owens enters. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say things to the chef, who turns away and walks off screen. Spencer quickly empties something onto Helen's food and exits. Aha. Let's see. Let's see. Don't be subtle. Make sure visit the rearmost bunk. Put on the uniforms. The rearmost. So, are there ones further? Is there a further buy book? Any ID cartridges in here would allow me to sneak into the subway place. Let's just enter here. Alright. Oh, yeah. So, we need to question this lady in here. And then we also, we got a few things to do here in the thing. I need to really find the cartridge though, so that way I don't have to sneak around.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Wow. That was easy. Let's just see if there is an ID cartridge that I can take here. Any ID cartridges? Come on, seriously? ID cartridge, ID cartridge. Copper locket. This locket contains a picture of a small, dashing woman. On the interior of the locket, the following is inscribed: even if we have to live out the rest of our lives in exile, you'll always be royalty to me, Sarah Yuko. Oh. It happened again. Pen, soda, I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the automechanicals. You can come look at them if you want, but even I have better things to do than help you exact justice on a void-damned pen thief. Benton, we're missing cargo. Just random shit. This time we've lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple berry sodas. I can't see a pattern. We got all those Deadeye MK2s in the other day. Not one of them went missing, so it's like the skimmer's going for the most expensive cargo. Far as I can tell, shit's getting skimmed from the crates before they make it inside freight storage and processing. Could someone be breaking into the shipping yard at night? You think? Ella, tell whoever snuck over to the shipping yard and messed with the loading automax to go to hell. Legit, those things break down enough as is. I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. Well then. In that case, there must be a problem with the automax. I'll swing by when I can, see what's malfunctioning. Besides you. Okay. Okay, but you have to admit, it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault, they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. Outgoing. Here's a list of what's gone missing so far, at least everything I've noticed. See what I mean about there not being a pattern. 8 cases of purple berry punch, 2 boxes of pens blue, 16 pounds of cacao milk, 300 small portrait images, Woolrich S, add shipping instruction, handle with care. Law, would I like to fold these in half. 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors, 7 sets of protective clothing with safety aramid ballistics, 2 cases lemon slap, 10 Spacer's Choice sabers, 25 cases of blasting agent, 3 boxes of dark matter bars, 4 cases of Nanospank. I ask you, Benton, who would steal Nanospank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? If the thief wasn't skimming from Cedric and Cannon of people, I'd figured they were doing it for kicks and giggles. So I guess I don't need to talk to you?
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
What, have you never shot someone?
Well, yeah, but they weren't suspects. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
Any idea why someone wanted to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe there's a problem with the automechs.
Could be. Those things will break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
That's enough for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
You are refreshingly well prepared.
I wish you were being sarcastic.
Wait, is that another keycard right there? Nope, high society cigarettes.
Good thinking. Now we can get the drop on.
Choo, choo, choo.
Why is this heading away? Gambling ain't illegal, right? If it is, that's a stupid law.
Any IDs in here? Because again, we could really use that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Sprats do have highly adaptive immune systems.
An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Yoka, any idea what's going on with this sprat?
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system fights off pretty much everything.
Why is the sprat so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
What would anyone want an unusually large sprat for?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Interesting. Alright. Wait. Nope. That's another pack of cigarettes.
Is fight night still on then?
Yeah, 500 riding on Dr. Bill.
No, nothing in here. Oh. Seriously? No cards anywhere in.
Hey there, little buddy. Isn't she just the cutest?
Anything over here? Nope.
Wait! Maybe this N-ray warning isn't decorative. I didn't even know they made
Unerotic? Oh god. Am I really gonna have to do things the hard way? Because I really don't want to do things necessarily the hard way. Because while this is a murder run, I would rather not want to do a whole pile of bodies just to recover a package, but I guess we're gonna have to. Ay vey. Raptidon head anatomy. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie day. Alright. Alright, there we go. Hacked mechanical. And away we go. Oh, wait a second, hold on. The backmost. Wait, is this another rented thing right here? Oh no, security. Hahaha, hold on. Wait for docking, blah 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 blah. Heavy ammo, necklace, light ammo, big cartridge. Why is no one just leaving their IDs lying around? My goodness. You would think that employees suddenly decided to be, you know, oh, Benton Chan. Oh, this is the guy.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over.
There's a package I'm looking for. Came from the Rat King. Do you know where it is?
Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
It's evidence in Helen's murder investigation. I'm authorized by the admin.
You're that inspector? Alright, here's the package. Anyone asks? Tell them I don't even work here. Simpler that way.
Wow. That was extremely easy.
If it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about Sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
How do you manage the shipping
This
yard?
terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem.
What's so bad about managing
Nothing.
cargo?
I just hate working.
Okay. That's all for now.
Figured it wouldn't last. Anything else?
See you around. Well, we could hack that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Let's see. Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Okay. Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside this automech.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Hi, I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Mash all the buttons and hope one of them does what you want.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
Hold on. Wait. I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What's in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Alright, thanks. Now I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Oh, snap.
Sam units never lay down on the job.
The hell was that?
Area has been sanitized. Pollutant purified.
Whoa. Hello. Let's see. This is the unit furthest back. Waiver. Okay. Turn to route, rent unit. Well, it was currently occupied. Well, I guess... Hold on, I guess we go down here first. To what's-his-face.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Again, that's because she's dead. Okay. Wait, where do I go for... Since I have the two rogues. Return to Cassidy. Okie dokie.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
I've got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Alright. One delivery coming up.
Unclean counters, unswept floor, unhygienic vendor. This is unacceptable.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Wait. You said your title was Marketeer, right? Ever refer to yourself just as Marketeer?
Oh, I see you've read some of my poems. Very clever, Inspector. Yes, my pen name is the Marketeer, though I also use it in certain business dealings. Wait a moment. Why do you ask?
Oh. gotta do it. We gotta do it. I want to know where the dialogue goes, but we have to do it. Oh.
Hey now, hey, let's all be reasonable here. I'm just a middleman. None of this was my idea. Occasionally, jobs requiring discretion arrive here from the hotel. Always anonymous and always lucrative. For a sizable cut, I set these jobs up and ask no questions. Somebody sent me a note telling me they wanted you dead. I don't know who, and I don't know why. I swear.
Oh. Oh. Ah! Ah! To hire. I want to know, but I have to kill him. But I want to know, but I have to kill him. Ah! You were hired by anonymous note to hire someone else by anonymous note?
Yeah, of course. It's called a paper trail. Give me a little credit. I'm a professional. I've got to have some standards.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I had to load my gun. Oh. We gotta go to Cedric.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
The culprit is using your automechanicals to skim cargo.
Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up.
A cover-up. I see. The random theft was a smokescreen to hide what the culprit really wanted. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
And she used it to research slug shipments instead.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Nobody put her on the ground. She was on the ground ballroom floor.
am going to pretend you're joking. My point, metaphor aside, is that the woman is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
I suppose not.
Again, I appreciate your assistance with this matter, and with the larger mystery at hand. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Okay, so let's see. Journal. Stop the okay. Ludovico, confront Spencer. So, we want to do that.
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Let's see. You have anything to say?
Ain't got nothing else to chat about.
Oh, what?
Scram!
What's wrong, Dash?
Should have never asked for your help.
Excuse me. The guy called a hit out on me. He had to die. Alright, well, we can fast travel, actually, to the Grand Colonial. Stop pressing buttons, Matt. Stop. Either way, we're gonna have to go through 2 loading screens. No, we don't want to go to the landing pad. What? Stop. Fast travel. No. My gosh. Screw it. Oh. Jeez, Louise. Alright, so we go confront Spencer. Let us go confront good old Spencer Woolrich and ask why he poisoned Halcyon Helen. Whee! Okay. And after we do that, we probably have to, wow, loading. Then after we do that, we probably have to report all of our findings to Ludovico.
And I bet you believed Halcyon Helen's dead.
Alright. Do. bum, 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 bum. So.
The brochure never mentioned anything about
Aha! Always so nice to hear.
VIP guest floor, please.
You see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me.
Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. Oh, that sweet, sweet xylophone. Oh, the xylophone's gone now. Just like my dreams. Oh, Spencer.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence.
Yes.
Ask me anything at...
I learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal. So, quick question. What was it you wanted with a T.P.B.A.C gland? I found a bottle of tainted liqueur. Might have had something to do with your poisoning. Let's see. So, I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
So, quick question. What was it you wanted with a T.P.B.A.C gland?
What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? T.P.B.A.C glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Well, it's definitely working again. If the T.P.B.A.C gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it. For a supposedly good actor, you're not much of a liar. Nice contradiction. Want to add to the pile, or would you rather just come clean?
I want to add another to the pile. Oh, no. Wait, bah. No use in pretending, is there? As it so happens, I may not have had the T.P.B.A.C gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. T.P.B.A.C glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Yes, you really seem like a toxicologist, or maybe you played one on the Aetherwave. Okay, now, why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What would you want me to say instead?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
I'll keep you in suspense. It's more fun that way.
My law, if you aren't a sadist. If I have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
Alright, well, we gotta go report all these to Administrator Ludovico, right? That's all of them. Ludovico, 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 Ludovico. Yep. All the investigations are done. Alright, bring me to the penthouse suite. Let's go report our findings to the administrator. Good old boy. Might have a thing or two to say to us about, you know, what we've found out. Okie dokie.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
No, I can't imagine you'd be aware. It all happened so quickly. Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk. I'll find whoever did this.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
So, I've managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Let's see. Bertie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
His dealer's about the only guy he can talk to.
I wasn't aware Bertie was involved in contraband. What kind of dealer are we talking about?
Cards, Lou. I meant cards. Bertie enjoys the occasional gamble.
And this gambling partner is Bertie's confidant? I can understand why this is a problem. It's in this dealer's best interest to protect Bertie. Even if Bertie isn't responsible for Helen's murder, his conduct is vexing to me. He may require a lesson in consequences. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
Who cares? He's the perfect space goat. Who cares? He's the perfect space goat.
Do you mean scapegoat? Inspector, you're not here to help me find a convenient scapegoat. I meant scapegoat. Oh, for law's sake, now you've gotten me saying it. Just do what you were hired to do and find the killer.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Do you have anything else for me?
I've completed my investigation to Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
The poisoner was none other than Owens, the former bellhop. Yeah, let's go with that.
Bellhop Owens, recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy? Gross incompetence? I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Let's see. I finished my investigation into Jasmine Leva, the prophet of profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She really wants to be arrested. We're gonna go with that one because it's the funniest. She really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Maybe she needs to be detained until I'm done with my investigation. I'm still considering my options, but no, I doubt she did it. A reasonable candidate, she either did it or she didn't. No, we're gonna keep her, you know, maybe she needs to be detained until I'm done with my investigation.
Arresting the prophet could spell the end of her career. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi.
A few
He runs
moments
Sublight
later.
Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. I can't see past that alibi. Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has a motive for killing her. He runs Sublight. He could have ordered her death without bloodying his hands. He was torturing a guy. He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. I can't see past that alibi.
Fair enough, Inspector. I won't try to influence your judgment any more than I already have. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I know who killed Halcyon Helen.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
Let's see. We're gonna go with the dumb option. It was me. I did it. I killed Halcyon Helen.
I should have stayed back on the ship with Ada.
You know, boss, there are days I wonder how you made it this far without accidentally shooting yourself.
Bold strategy, Captain. Let's see if it works out.
It's astounding you haven't been the death of me.
It's funny how dumb you are.
Do the dirty work while you keep your hands
Thank you for that one.
I think you may be confused, Captain.
yet again.
I don't understand. What do you mean it was you?
Let's see. If somebody died, there's a good chance I did it. It's just basic statistics. Why wouldn't it be me? I'm pretty much the most dangerous person in Halcyon. Process of elimination. Somebody died, there's a good chance I did it. It's just basic statistics.
That's... I don't have the words to describe how astronomically moronic that is. Alright, I'm going to humor you because you're, law help us all, the inspector. What possible motive could you have to kill Halcyon Helen?
Professional rivalry.
God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Professional rivalry.
No!
You know I'm Maverick Johnston's latest star, right? I haven't figured that out yet. What would be my motive? Is boredom a motive? I'm just gonna go professional rivalry. You know I'm Maverick Johnston's latest star, right?
Ah, I didn't know that. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm not about to drag myself into your bizarre logic. You couldn't have killed Helen. You barely knew Halcyon Helen. She wasn't threatening your career or snooping around in your secrets. You see, those are serious, real motives.
I don't know. I never really needed a motive to kill someone before. That doesn't make any sense. I don't have secrets, so why would I kill Helen? Let's go. I don't know. I never really needed a motive to kill someone before.
Of course you need a motive. A motive justifies your behavior. It's not murder if you don't have a motive. It's just senseless slaughter. You weren't even here on the night of the murder. How could you possibly have killed her in the ballroom?
Blow to the head, a couple shots with a plasma rifle. I don't know, Lou, if you're so smart, why don't you tell me? Let's go shrug.
No, don't you have any sense of subtlety? You'd have to deflect attention away from you. You rewrite a mechanical's programming. Every mechanical in this damned colony is armed. Even Burbage has a built-in plasma weapon. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
I'll be right. Well, someone's trying to kill you. Well, shit, don't let me get in their way.
No, I don't think it's me they want. They're after what I'm protecting. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
There's no answer. So, guys, should we help him out, or,
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
Alright. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
Okie dokie. Well, let's just head to the distillation station. Exit the Grand Colonial. Oh my gosh. Just some of those options are so great. Oh. And in the end, we gave the prophet of profitability what she actually wanted. A jail cell. We're good people. Oh my goodness. It's time to go save Administrator Ludovico. come on, come on, come on. Da-na-na-na. The board report. Halcyon Helen dead. Rizzo's distillery. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go.
Join us. You'll be happy you did. Can't get away from me. Oh yeah. Wanna hear a joke? You're dead.
Hey, I helped you, you rich jerk.
Don't mess with us. I just want to be your friend.
I don't want to be any of your friends. Your idea of friendship is, you know, kind of gross. Woo! Oh, yes. The sweet, sweet leg breaking. Oh, yes. Acrophobia. Nope. I really should do a run where I just accept everything, though. That would be interesting. Just accept every flaw that comes my way.
Here we go. I'll show you.
You stay the hell away from me, sir.
Detected.
Ah. Wait. Okay, no, it fell to pieces. It didn't, you know, create more of it. Alright.
This unit is experiencing difficulty processing overwhelmingly prismatic optical stimuli.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
The big giant head would just like to inform you that attacking any member of the big giant head's current inspection team is ill-advised and may result in a quick and brutal death. Can you please stop throwing your vomit at me? Alright. Oh. Up the lift we go! Up the lift we go! Hi-ho-a-dairy-o-o! Up the lift we go! Oh, up the lift we go, up the lift we go, hi-ho-a-dairy-o, up the lift we go, woohoo! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
No, God! No!
Look, I don't
God,
like loading
please,
screens
no!
the much
No!
as much as the rest of you, okay? You don't gotta yell at me though, okay? But no, God, please, no. Alright. Come on. We're at the climax now. Gasp!
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
Oh, sweet law! Halcyon Helen rose from the dead! Oh!
Really, Quentin? This is the inspector you hired? No. Actually, it makes sense. in for murder, I'd hire a gormless dolt and make them inspector too.
Hey. Wait, hold on. If you're not a ghost, then what are you? Will somebody please tell me what's going on? Hey, I may be gormless, but I am definitely not that other thing.
Just tell us why you're still alive before you give the captain a headache.
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Malfunction. Comprehension module is imminent for overload.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Bane shock. Let's see. What plan are you talking about? You'd use me to pin this murder on someone else? I don't like being used, Lou. Fane shock administrator Ludovico? A murderer and a coward? Why, I'll never!
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'm no coward. I bloodied my hands to save this colony. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave. That doesn't sound too bad. Halcyon is a pretty depressing colony. And then rake in a tidy profit for yourself. Helen, you were right. He deserves to die. That doesn't sound too bad. Halcyon is a pretty depressing colony.
Halcyon is an utterly wretched colony, rotten down to its core. We live short, miserable, brutish lives. And we deserve better. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
Dr. Leora Blossom was a monster. She deserved to die. Constable Keene didn't. She left me with no choice.
Let's see. You killed Constable Keene? She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
What about Dr. Blossom? Was that you in the research lab?
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Let's see. Well, we're doing a corporate run. Evil characters and whatnot. All right, Administrator. I'm with you.
What? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Really? You're going to choose that coward over me? I misjudged you, Inspector. I won't make that mistake twice.
I've found out where Helen's storing her explosives. You need to find the detonator and defuse it. I'll guide you there. Follow the unsealed doors. Forget about Helen. Head through this passage.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where's the discrepancy? Where is it? Oh. These are replacement models for the discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. Label reads, in case of careless inspector. Wow. Where is this discrepancy? Look, yes, this is an emergency. There's like a bomb getting ready to go off, but you know, this is important. Right there. Oh, there it is.
This fuel canister is hazardous and may easily detonate with the assistance of an explosive. No explosives detected. This device seems to have several explosives packed inside, along with a remote detonator. Multiple explosives detected.
Alright. Found him. Nice work, Amplifier. Our job here is done. Alright. Cracked Knuckles just gotta reach in and yank out some wires. Obviously, that's the one we go with.
Please be informed that the discrepancy amplifier is not under warranty.
Punch a bomb until the beeping stops. Against all reason and logic, you roll up your sleeves and beat the timer into submission. The detonator gives a pitiful electronic whine followed by silence.
Explosive successfully disarmed. Now loading applause protocol. Amazing. Bravo. Our hero. You deserve a promotion.
Well done, Inspector. You saved my facility and my life's work. You have my gratitude. And before long, the gratitude of the entire colony. Unfortunately, Halcyon Helen is still at large. We're going to have to do something about her.
You have a plan? You want me to kill the colony's most beloved Aetherwave star? Don't make me regret throwing in with you, Lou. You promised me you'd make this colony happy again. I'm holding you to that. You have a plan?
Helen's attack made me realize I'm too vulnerable. I've concentrated all my resources in one area. Naturally, that's where she attacked me. We're going to have to bond our symbiotes with everyone in Eridanos. Every person in this complex will become a home for these creatures. Helen will have nowhere to strike.
I doubt Helen's going to wait around and let us infect the whole complex.
I'd always intended to use the atmospheric control system to disperse the symbiotes. The plan is untested, but theoretically sound. Head back to the hotel. Contact me via terminal. We'll discuss our next move.
Talk to you soon.
Yes, Inspector, you will.
Oh my god. The bomb punching though. Wait, so how do I get out of here now? Is there a way out through here? No. Did I go out the same way I came in? I guess so. Ouch. Oh my goodness. goodness gracious, that was pretty freaking funny. Let's get out of here. Oh. Oh. Punch bomb until beeping stops. All right. So we need to head back to the resort, to the hotel. Come on. Back to the penthouse. Do 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 do. So the first time I did this, I obviously sided with Helen. This time, obviously, you know, evil run and all that. We're alright.
What's that? No, why should I be worried? Yes, I know Helen is alive. She's a discrepancy in the plan. It will be corrected. Nature abhors a vacuum, and the universe abhors discrepancies. Helen will be dead soon, and everything will be as it should be. Inspector, I didn't realize the transmission was running. Are you ready to begin the next phase of our plan?
Who are you talking to?
I have a habit of externalizing my private thoughts. Don't worry about it.
Give me at least a little credit. I can tell you're talking to somebody.
Not just anyone. My queen. There's no need to give me that look. You'll have an audience with her soon enough.
Lou? What the hell?
Everything will be made clear to you in due time. Right now, we have work to do. I underestimated Helen, and it nearly cost me my station. I'm not making that same mistake twice. We need to strike back hard.
Alright. Let's see, what do you have in mind? You're going around the bend, Lou, and I'm starting to regret working for you. What do you have in mind?
Helen is still alive. She's still a threat. We need to outmaneuver her. We're going to bond every person in Eridanos with a symbiote. We're going to use Phaeton's system to suspend airborne larvae into the complex's atmospheric controls. Think you can handle that?
A few moments
Please,
later.
Lou. Half my life is throwing switches and pushing buttons for people.
Head to the pilot house. Use Phaeton's control terminal to release the larval compound into the atmosphere. And if you cross orbits with Halcyon Helen, make her regret it.
Okay. Well, let's head outside.
Aha! Oh, wait.
Exit the Grand Colonial. Alright. Oh, yoy, 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 yoy. Oosh. So, actually, I think this is where we are going to, wrap this stream up for today. Next time we will resume with the rest of Murder on Eridanos and wrap up this storyline, because I'm pretty sure, while I haven't gone down this route, I'm pretty sure we're at the end of it. Or we're nearing the end of it, and then we'll also take care of side quests and whatnot. So, yes. Alright. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!